to the Mizzle Dub Show where they know sports. If you wanna know about sports, this is where you go. Welcome to the Mizzle Dub Show where they know sports. If you wanna know about sports, this is where you go.
First down, touchdown, first down, touchdown, yeah. First down, touchdown, first down, touchdown, yeah. First down, touchdown, first down, touchdown, yeah. First down, touchdown, first down, touchdown, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I really feel like we should be playing Deep Cover by Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg.
And why do you say that?
Because it's 187 and an undercover cop. since we have reached episode 187. So
okay, now I get the statement now.
There you go. But. By the way, hi, welcome to number 187 of the Mizzle and Dub Show.
We're getting up there.
Yeah, we are getting ever so close to number 200. And to those that have been rocking with us since day one, we just appreciate y'all. But we are just gonna get we just gonna say, you know what? Screw all the pomp and circumstances, and let's just get right into it.
You damn right.
As he's choking, as he's choking on his victory combo. They will be taking a plane to New York City and taking a trip down to Manhattan into the Mecca that is Madison Square Garden. And I decided to pay a tribute to Pops Hensley. Hence, I'm using one of my many aliases. But tonight, they live and breathe that Philadelphia freedom as the Philadelphia 76ers, although in the first half, Miami could not do no wrong. The bench was playing uberly spectacular.
And it's almost like Jimmy Butler knew what we were running at one point. It's like everywhere the ball was going, Jimmy Butler was there with those steals. And the communication was horrible. Especially with Embiid in the post, you gotta, hey, watch your back, something like that. But yeah, go ahead. Yeah. It was ugly the first half, man.
But then a certain Frenchman from Viva la France said, "Hold my beer."
Yes, he did,
and proceeded to lead Philly back to the ways, and thus that's why Elton John is playing right now across your airwaves as the Philadelphia 76ers says there will be no other playing game. They are on their way to the Mecca at Madison Square Garden to play the 2-seed New York Knickerbockers on Sunday with a 105-104 victory. And I mean, it's just one of those games where it was wild, it was crazy, but at the end of the day, the Heat, and it's unfortunate because we really do hope that Jimmy Butler is okay. He has MCL on his right knee. We will find out MRIs tomorrow. It would be a crying shame if Miami cannot go without their superstar because watching playoff Jimmy Butler, it has been very, very special, especially since he's put on the Miami Heat jersey. We definitely hope that he's okay. But I mean, what more can you say? I mean, Philadelphia showed some fight. They showed some bulldog. Embiid led the way with 20. Maxey had 19. Oubre had 11. Harris had 9. But the 20 big points of Nicholas Batum in his 28 minutes.
His three-point shooting as well.
6 of 10 from beyond the arc. turned out to be the difference in this game, as the Heat had 25 from Tyler Hero, 19 from Butler, even with the bad knee and all. Bam Bam really wasn't Bam. I mean, he still had a double-double, but he really wasn't big-time scoring-wise like he normally can be, which is, I guess you could say, good defense by Philly by making sure that he was not a factor. Jaquez Jr. got 15 off the bench. Surprised that Duncan Robinson did not play, which is kind of rare because
big shocker.
He's a very, very good shooter. And if him and Tyler Hero get hot, that normally deals trouble. But nonetheless, Philly gets the win. And I know we were going back and forth during the game. And you're just like, I'm not feeling it. And at one point in time, you said you felt like this game was over. And then Batum happened.
Well, something Nick Nurse must have said something at halftime. But again, what's good to see is adjustments were made. Because at first, it looked like that Miami zone was just too much. And like I told you when we were talking earlier, it wasn't about the score. It was about how that defense was just shutting out Embiid. And Maxey couldn't get to the rim, or they just completely shut out the rim. But again, Nick Nurse must have great adjustments at halftime. Putting in Batum, but I said that in the show last night that I needed something from him. We needed something from the bench. Paul Reed came in and produced, like I said, it was minimum. But yeah, the biggest person that came off the bench was Batum, and he was Batum started tonight, I believe.
Did he?
Embiid, Tobias, Maxey, Lowry. Who am I missing? Yeah, I think Batum might have started tonight.
I totally forgot that Kyle Lowry was on the Philadelphia 76ers. I totally.
And you know what? His effort was tremendous too, because he took the main focus of guarding Jimmy Butler in the beginning, and he took the role on very well. Even though when Maxey was on him, he told Maxey to switch off. So Kyle Lowry wanted that assignment, and he did pretty damn good in the beginning. But yeah, you can only contain Jimmy Butler for so long, man. That man is just too smart of a basketball player not to do what he did in that game so far. And again, let's hope that it's nothing bad that he can play Friday. But what about the Kings looking out and not get to see Zion?
Boy, you want to talk about the luck of the draw. They indeed lucked out big time. And it's a shame because, again, Zion was playing so doggone well against the Lakers.
And he, like we said, he was going to single-handedly win that game. Because when he made that basket to tie the game, that's when he got hurt. When he tied the game up. And they were down double digits. So, yeah. Fuck that Bean team. You guys lucked out with that. Because I'm now for sure picking you guys to win that game. But if Zion was playing, I'd have been like, good luck. Sabonis would have had a hard time keeping it up with that young man.
Well, I will say this. They better hope that CJ McCollum does not go off, because he's due for a game to go off. And
hell, so is Brandon Ingram.
You're not wrong either. You are definitely not wrong on that. But Zion figures he can't test it, which is a shame, because like I said, I mean, he finally, well, like we said last night, we knew the talent was there.
It's always been there. Even when he played with that bullcrap team down at 9 miles away from the Tar Heels.
Down Tobacco Road.
Yeah. So it's
down Tobacco Road, yes indeed. But
I mean, any player that runs out of his shoes, it's going to be something special, I think.
Well, just the way he came. I mean, how does your whole foot come out of your shoe? How does that happen?
Cutting too hard.
But then again, that's like asking Vince Carter, how do you dunk over a 7'2" Frenchman? But that defies logic. But yes,
I would like to ask that Frenchman, do you still feel his nuts grazing your forehead? If I ever would see him, I would have to ask that question. Do you still have flashbacks of his nuts just grazing your forehead? You are Olympic mean, brother, for the rest of your life.
Do you, when you go to bed at night, do you still dream about Vince Carter still just coming at you full speed ahead and just dunking on you with, as Kevin Harlan would say, no regard for human life?
Right. He knew you were there. He knew how tall you was.
Yes.
Did he care?
Do you still feel his presence? Do you still feel his soul?
Every time he looks himself in the mirror, it got to be a print like right there, just graze like a streak or something, just going across his forehead.
But you know what though? If I was him, I really would take that as a badge of honor because you know what? I got dunked on by one of the greatest dunkers of all time.
Yep.
And by God, the whole world was watching on NBC or whatever outlet network your country had the Olympic feed on from NBC Universal.
Yep.
You know what? Where that with a gain of pride. Now, before we get back into it with the NBA recap, very happy for this young man, and hopefully, if he can stay healthy, he can get back on track because he is a good running back. But J.K. Dobbins does sign a deal with the Inglewood Chargers.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Getting a shot to revitalize and revamp his NFL career. Dealing with the injuries that just didn't work on the Baltimore, but hopefully for that young man who has still got some talent, still got some good years left in him, hopefully he gets a chance to well, you're not wrong. You are definitely not wrong on that. And I mean, this is at the height about Vince. I mean, this is at the height of Vince Carter. You know, when he was given the moniker half man, half amazing.
My goodness, you just don't do that. You don't do that to a human being like that, man. You just don't literally. And the cold part about it is, it's like he flew.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you're seeing it's like he ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna do that.
Oh, he did it. Oh my God. Did I just see that? Wait a minute. Give me a replay right now. Now keep in mind, folks, we were not in high definition yet.
No.
We were not.
No.
So this was, your old plasma TV. This was your old, glass screen TV, and you were lucky if you had stereo. But I mean, it's just, yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong on that either.
I mean, that was like like he did that like it was a practice dunk, like he was just in normal warm-ups, just. And wasn't it off that he got the ball off a tip, like the ball got tipped to him, and he ran into it, and then just took off? Because I don't think it was a normal pass. I think that was a tip, and he just ran and just. Oh my goodness!
You know
it's
what?
Ridiculous.
You were about to make me do it. You're about to make me.
I'm not gonna make you do nothing. You a grown ass man. You do what you want to. I'm not forcing you nothing.
No, I'm not saying like you're forcing me. I'm like,
I know what you said.
I
know what you meant.
I have to watch it again.
I was just being a stooge.
Well, you're not the second greatest ace hole for nothing.
That's asshole to you, sir.
Love you too. Now let's see here. So, all right, Gary. I don't know what Gary Payton's doing. So Gary Payton botched the layup. It was a behind-the-back steal by the Frenchman that Vince Carter stole the ball, and that's when the dunk happened.
Oof.
And, folks, Vince Carter had hair when he made this dunk.
See?
But
something about people having hair that just wants to do crazy things.
No, but okay. Now you want... Now, this is Tar Heel all over, as our guest is a purebred of Tar Heel. Is about to come on in a second. But here's the ironic twist about this. Okay, we both know Michael Jeffrey Jordan, Vince Carter, they're both Tar Heels. Okay? Jordan's Olympic number, when he wore the Olympic USA jersey in 84 and 92, wore the number 9. Vince Carter, on this dunk, in the 2000 Sydney Olympic Games, wore number 9. I don't need to say anything else. So it is something about that number 9 USA Olympic jersey that certain North Carolina Tar Heels wear that just happened to bring out the aerodynamics in physics and, as they would say, come fly. And on that note, we will welcome in our NBA basketball insider and good friend of the program, and also a Tar Heel, the one, the only. And as you can see, he's very happy because he was not expecting his beloved Chicago Bulls to do what they did. But by God, Mr. Kobe White, have yourself a game, young man, with 42 of them buckets. Tar Heel! Tar Heel!
There we go.
Welcome back, Mr.
First of all, I have to say something.
Go ahead.
Vince Carter's dunk was the greatest dunk of all time. That dunk will live in infamy. That is the greatest dunk of all time. That French Miami, when you jump over a 7-footer, I don't care what you say. I have never seen anybody do it better. That was an in-game dunk, not no Showtime dunk, no slam dunk. Now going ducking over, he completely jumped over that man. That man had his dick and balls in his mouth, and he yacked on him, like you said. And that's with him with full hair. Nothing. I don't care. I'm a Jordan fan. I love Jordan. Vince Carter is my Tar Heel. He's my number one. That dunk is the ultimate dunk of all time. Now we may carry on with, yes, I'm very happy that another fellow Tar Heel did his job and helped my team.
Yes, I already posted that. Pay attention.
I was watching the
Vince. I know. That's why I answered. Yeah, that's why. As much as I love what Scotty did, I love what Scotty did, and he went into the face of Patrick. Vince decided to jump over him.
Patrick Ewing was just an easy target. But like you said, you just can't jump over a 7-footer like that, man. Just like Dugan said, man. He put his nuts went across his forehead, bro.
But here's back to the Scottie Pippen dunk in '94. But the thing about that was, after when Scotty dunked on him, the benches cleared back before the NBA became back before the NBA became pussy fighting baby, as in today's NBA. But
indeed, soft.
Scotty dunked on Ewing, and all of a sudden you got the benches clearing, and I'm just like, oh, we're going there. But also, how ironic in that same game that Scotty, who is still a very ugly man to this day, Scotty pouted like a little kid because he wasn't called for the final shot, to which that was the game where Tony Kukoc hit a fantastic fall-away shot, which touched nothing.
Let's not talk about a bad moment in Bulls history. Okay, we just want to play in.
Okay, how is that? Okay, Ski, the Bulls won that game. Tony Kukoc hit the game winner in that game.
And I know. It's just I know. But Scotty's our number 2.
I think he wants to live into the present and not live in the past.
Hey, you're not wrong. And before we get to Mr. Kobe White, Mr. McDonald, I'm just gonna say one thing.
I'm just
gonna say this. Ask Alton Lister and ask Chris Gatling about Sean Kemp. That's all I need.
That dunk was very impressive.
That's it.
That was very impressive. And you just don't get pointed at like that. That's about as bad as getting your nuts raised on your forehead. I mean, that ranks up there.
Go ahead, Steve.
Now, I just want to say, remember, not only did Vince Carter did the Frenchman, remember, he got Alonzo Mourning, too. And he cocked it back when he got Alonzo.
I mean, that was a shotgun. That was a shotgun dunk right there.
He got hit.
That was 12 gauge.
He got him. He got Rick Smits.
Yep.
He gave it to the.
I mean, who didn't get Rick Smits though? Let's be real. Who didn't get Rick Smits?
True.
That's why I didn't bring that one up. That's why I said Alonzo.
Now wait. Is this Indiana Rick Smits that we're talking about?
Indiana, yes. The Duncan Dutchman. Yes.
Yeah, he was.
But when Vince Carter got to Kimbe at Georgia Tech.
All right. I'm loving. You might have me go back to my highlights. Oh, of course. Congratulations, Vince, making the Hall. I'm sorry, the
Yes.
NBA or that Basketball Hall of Fame is not. It's kind of cookie cutter, but hey, congratulations, you well deserved.
Keys. That was the Hakeem Olajuwon, not Shaq. KJ dunked on Hakeem Olajuwon, not Shaquille O'Neal.
He was batting 100 until he did that.
You
Now,
were
Steve,
saying-
I have a question. Steve, I have a question for you. Is your
Yeah.
call, your little sign, is it supposed to say Kobe, not copy?
It is,
Yeah,
man. It is.
Yeah, you goddamn auto text. Yeah, you goddamn auto text. I know about that. Yeah, we all have that. We all have that problem. I just want to make sure because just in case the audience is like copy white. What the fuck?
Yeah, you're right, because I sure did type D. Thank you for noticing. I'm like, yeah. Copy. Well, you know what? We'll say this. He needs to copy that performance on Friday.
Hey, damn it, Steve. That's a damn good way to flip that shit, damn it. Good way to flip it. Yes.
That's a great.
Yes.
That's a great comeback.
Yes.
Sure.
I love it. I love it.
That's a damn great comeback. Yes, Steve.
I love it. It doesn't get any better than that.
But yes,
Awesome.
You need to copy that same damn performance because, God damn it. Oh, my God.
And you know what sucks? The thing that sucks is none of the stats that happened today, it counts. That's crazy.
Right.
Like he said, he said in his post interview, I'm gonna count at 40 damn points, and everybody else
42 of them buckets. Oh, I remember that performance because the Hawks had no answer for him. I mean, he was two-stepping to the rim without traveling. That's why I said two-stepping. He was two-stepping to the rim. He was hitting with the hezzy. I mean, just cutting to the basket. But you knew. I'll say. We'll let you. I know Steve will let you talk about the game here in a second. But you knew the game was going to go the Bulls' way when DeMar DeRozan was hitting 3-pointers in the mid-range zone point. You knew the game was going to go that way just by the way his game was playing earlier and how he started out.
But I think the most impressive thing, and me and Steve were talking during the game, but I think the most impressive thing is zero turnovers.
That's huge.
That's care of the basketball.
You tend to win games, and you tend to win huge when you don't have no turnovers, especially when your offense is flowing. And so, yeah. I mean, everybody was scoring. I can't say his name. The dude with the dreads. He was shooting threes, playing defense, throwing alley hoops. Should something. Oh shit.
This is for Steve.
Hey, no shit. Everybody know if you don't know this intro, you don't know nothing about basketball. And now, from North Carolina.
Not only do the Chicago Bulls use this as their intro for many, many years, this is also the intro for one of the all-time greats in Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. This was the song that the greatest match in WrestleMania history took place against the late, great Macho Man Randy Savage at WrestleMania 3. But this is about the Chicago Bulls as they laid the smackdown on the Atlanta Hawks, with the Kobe White scoring 42 of the big ones as they win 131 to 116 over the Hawks. And now the Heat and the Bulls meet again to claim the number one spot and have a date with the Boston Celtics in the quarterfinals. But it just wasn't right. DeRozan at 32. Vujovic at 24. Sumanu had 19. Green had 10 off the bench.
Sumanu, that was his name. Thank you.
Sumanu.
He was balling.
The Bulls
Somebody.
The Bulls shot.
Steve, don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm gonna be real. Go ahead and finish your stats. I'll be real with my team.
The Bulls shot. Get this, ladies and gentlemen. The Bulls shot 56% from the floor.
Hallelujah.
Now, do you think that they
some of that's DeMar DeRozan?
Well, yeah. Now, can they replicate this as well? That's the early question to ask Steve. But go ahead and give us your point of view on the game, Steve.
I mean, here's the thing. Once again, we have the '90s wonder DeMar DeRozan reminding the NBA what it's supposed to be mid-game jump shots. If you actually do that, you can score. That man might still be in the league for 4 or 5 more years. And bless his heart. It won't be with us. I mean, I would love to keep him, but you're still going to have a job because you actually know how to shoot all around and not just 3-pointers. So thank you for everything you did. But even then, like I said, it is. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know half the people on my damn team because my Bulls are in limbo again. You're not good enough to actually compete, but you're not bad enough to go get a top 3 pick. So you just do as usual, good enough to be in a play-in, maybe win a play-in game. Now you got to go up and hope you get an 8 seed. And we saw what happened last year. Miami barely beat us. So either we win this and get our ass smacked by Boston, or we lose and you're in the middle of the 15th to 16th pick that doesn't do anything. I'm hoping Kobe White doesn't become another Ben Gordon or another semi Jimmy Butler, but they didn't realize what Jimmy was.
Ooh,
And
good knowledge on that, Steve.
Another Zach Levine, where you're good and you're a number 1 for our team, but in reality, you're a number 3, but we're paying you like number 1, and we can't do anything. Not to fight Kobe White. You did great. I am happy that you have improved and everything else, but I know right now you are not a number 1. You might be a number 2 if you get there. And this is me as a fellow Tar Heel fan. I'm glad you improved. What the hell else is my team going to do? There's nothing. I wish the best for the Ball brother, but I almost feel like your knees are shot and you really ain't got a chance. And Zach Levine, if I could trade you, I didn't even like you getting the contract in the first place. But I know why we paid you, because we paid you like a number 1 when you're really a number 3. Go look at your fellow dunk person, Aaron Gordon. You see he is a number 3, and he is playing like a number 3, and he's doing his role. Zach Levine, that is what you are. Play your role. But we had to pay you because we don't know what else to do. So I'm going to hope that Jimmy Butler, the Bulls that we should have kept, but I know why we didn't. He blasted our asses for it. Well, I hope he had that knee injury that hurts him out a little more. And I just got to hope the great Pat Riley doesn't rally his team up again in this Miami Heat culture, which I respect like hell because they're just fighting dogs. Just enjoy South Beach and the weather's getting nice and you let us sneak a win in. I don't even know. Where are we playing at? Are we playing in Chicago or South Beach? If we're in South Beach, it's a wrap because those Bulls have been freezing their butts off. And so having we lost. They've been freezing their butts off all day.
Yeah, either you're going to go to South, either you're going to go to South Beach or you're going to go to South Philly. So because you are the lower seed.
So all right, 42 and 41 as usual. That mid 500 team, and I'll see you next year. Billy Donovan, you didn't get no coaching stuff, and we still have Zach Levine, Vucic, and some other high players that ain't doing shit. But thank you, Kobe and DeMar. I think we got you for 1 more year, but if you leave, I understand. You have been a workhorse for everywhere you've gone. You deserve a ring. I know you were trying to get to the Lakers. You won't get there, but you'll get to some East Coast team, and you will keep up the 92,000 basketball tradition of the mid-range game, and I hope somebody will understand what that is. Because if you keep that up, as you see, you will have a job in the NBA. I am done.
Well, Allen Iverson lived off the mid-range, and then he got, that was his bread and butter if he wasn't taking you to the basket. He'll kill you with that crossover, and you thought he was going to the rack, but he pulled up for that mid-range. So, yeah, that's a damn good point right there, Steve, with DeRozan.
Well, Allen Iverson
if they don't realize, even Kobe had a mid-range game. It was all mid-range. He could shoot 3, but you notice how he always hit to the L, hit here, hit. It was a mid-range game.
No,
but,
Kobe. Kobe Bean lived at the elbow. That was his spot, the elbow. Just like Loy Vaught, his spot was the baseline. That was his spot. And if you don't know who Loy Vaught is, when he got to the baseline, it was normally curtains because once he got to the baseline, he was like cash, like Tim Duncan off the glass.
Oh yeah, straight up.
Anyhow, so Steve, now I know you were a secondary bootleg Laker fan, congratulations! You're about to get swept by the Nuggets again for a second straight year. Thoughts on that, or thoughts on?
All right, hold up. Let me talk about this. So first of all, let me congratulate AD for being forced to actually play 70+ games because I still believe that if that old rule wasn't in, his ass would have been. I would have been hurt here. I'd have been hurt here. But hey, more power to him. He got you 70 games. I give you credit. And it looks nice when you actually win 70 games or actually play something. You actually look like something. LeBron, the ageist wonder. I can't knock anything you did. And D'Angelo Russell looks like he's trying to play for a contract that he ain't gonna get. But yeah, Lakers, you did what you had to do, and Denver is about to take you out. I'm sorry, Denver is a complete team. Denver is the one who I feel like is going to win. They are going to win. I will say if Boston gets there, it always down. That is true.
That might be the best one. That might be the best. That might be the best one right there, David Keys. Good job.
We might have to star that one. Hang a star on that, baby.
Yeah, you beat me to it. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, the Lakers. Hey, here's the truth: the Lakers. You are living on borrowed times. You are trying to live off LeBron, and LeBron can only do so much. And until you get established a real team, I want to tell you like this: Lakers. I understand your process is always get the big star. You live in LA. That's how you always did it. If you actually take a small page out of what the New York Knicks did, and I know Knicks fans had a hard time believing this because they were always mad. I want the big star. I want the big star. And Leon Rose and all of them actually did it right.
You stop right now, Daniel Packer.
No. President of what? President of what? The Flop Club?
President of LA. He's president of LA. He got it.
If you want him to be the president of the Flop Club, then you know what? His application is approved.
No. LeBron can only be the vice because Vlade Divac is the president because he started first.
Okay, I'll go with that. Yeah, I'll go with that. Okay,
he'll be the president of the. He'll be the look. LeBron is the president operation of the future NBA Las Vegas team. We already know what he's about to do. So,
didn't they say that he's trying to buy a plot of land out there? And I don't know how true that is, but if there's somebody mentioning it, there's smoke. There's some fire.
It's capping. Anyways, like I was saying, Lakers take from the Knicks, build a team.
They don't know how to do that.
Oh, Packer.
Well, that's why
Anderson Varejao was a flopper as well. Definitely with that hair. That shit was flying all over the place. But he wasn't Vlade Divac LeBron though. But he was a flopper.
Vlade gets it first.
Oh yeah, Vlade is the ultimate. Ultimate. Hands down.
Vlade Divac got a commercial because of it. Oh well, that
he got paid by Sacramento. Very well.
Inside information, Mr. Packer. Thank you very much. All right.
All right. Straight up.
But yes, the Lakers once again. Hey, you made the playoffs. There you go. And now they're going to go big game hunting. I don't know who you're going to try to get. All the free agents are pretty much. I don't know who you're going for. That's because you already made that mistake with getting Westbrook and didn't use him right. So, actually, I'm not going to do that on Lakers because I was going to say I got somebody for them if they.
No, Packer is one of the insomniacs in the Ace.
I know who this guy is. I'm just saying he's telling you what in a week he'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be back on the field. He'll be back on the field playing because he was.
Do we not do a post game show for the A7FL?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Okay, so it's pretty much my duty to know who some of these players are. Correct?
It is.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay, Steve.
Make sure you know who I was.
Okay, Steve, go ahead and continue. Which, by
the way, I was just going to say, I was going to be a hater. I was going to be a hater to my second team to help my first team, but it's wrong to do that to my second team because, if they're looking for a guard that likes to shoot and not play any defense or do anything,
exactly.
I got somebody that I believe went to UCLA and would love to go back home.
Oh, you talking about one of them? Hey, nobody want that. Hey, Hey, nobody want that broke down Broham.
No.
Nobody
I
want that.
was talking about Zach LaVine. No, I was
Oh, you
talking about
talking
Zach
about Zach
LaVine.
LaVine?
I'll keep ball.
I thought you were talking about ball. I'm like, hey, man, nobody want that broke down caddy.
No.
That shit
I'll
on
give
full
Ball another
flats.
chance. I know he's
Hey,
medically taken out the
hey.
league, but I was talking about Zach. You know.
Okay, I thought so. But I also remember that Ball did go to UCLA as well. So that's what I thought.
You're right. I forgot about that.
Hey, he bought one tire for being flat and being on the full flats on the Cadillac, bro.
Boy, all I'm gonna say about Ball, I hope you got some of your money from your rookie year when your dad screwed you with that big baller brand, because boy, you got used up. Now your younger brother gonna be the victor of all of it, but boy, you got used up.
Indeed.
And your daddy used you well.
Yeah. Hey, Packers in the YouTube chat line. Okay, you good, Steve. Packer over here coming in here dropping some good knowledge right now. Talk about, would you bring Ball back to LA?
Yeah,
would he come home, and would that be a breath of fresh air, or could it be? Is he done with basketball?
Well, Ball?
Yeah.
Well, here's my question.
Ball's trying to come back. Ball's trying to. The question is, and here's the thing. He is a traditional point guard. I will give him that. So his main thing is doing assists. His thing that he got better at before his injury was shooting. That was his kind of downfall, but he got better with it. Now, the question is, and I hate to bring this, but you guys will know this, is he like Brandon Roy? The knees are just too shot for him to play.
That's what it's looking like.
Yeah,
that's the path that's the path that it's looking like it's going. And that sucks, because Brandon Roy was a tremendous basketball player. Talent was just like,
Now again, and I brought this up before, and I just think about, you know what? If Odin didn't have the bad knees, if Roy didn't have the bad knees,
oh yeah, Portland got set back.
I know, but just hear me out. But could you imagine the Portland Trailblazers with Odin, LaMarcus Aldridge, Roy, then you add CJ, then you add Dame?
Well, wait, before you go that route, and I might, Dub, you might have to look this up. I think the reason why they were able to get Odin is because Roy was so hurt, and it made their team stat go down. So as Roy is healthy, is Roy and Aldridge together, and I don't think they get Odin because they're not.
Well, heck,
at the bottom.
Even with LaMarcus Aldridge, Roy, CJ, and Dame, that's a fearsome foursome.
No. Once again, you're not getting CJ and Dame either. I don't think if Roy is healthy, Roy and LaMarcus Aldridge keep you in the mid range. So you're not low enough to get those picks. That's what I'm saying. Because Roy got hurt.
You could be right.
Yeah, that's what. Because Roy got hurt, it affects him, and that's how you get those high picks. But I do understand what you're talking about. Just with Roy and LaMarcus Aldridge and the things they had around them, Portland was going to be something. You saw what Brandon Roy rookie of the year, and it's just like, damn, what could have been. And I think, and I will say this, I think Roy was on the team when Greg Oden got there, so you can probably factor Oden, Aldridge, and Roy. If they kind of got together, yeah, that would have been something. Because you remember Greg Oden was talked about because he was basically right after LeBron. So he was the next big thing out of Ohio, doing all this. Went to Ohio State for that 1 year. I think got them all the way to the championship.
They were they lost in 07 when Florida went back to back, and that was the Joe Kim Noah, Billy Donovan led, Al Horford led the Gators. Yes,
indeed.
Like I said, and then remember the main person out of even though Greg Oden was the main star, the one and who's still playing well and is still great there, Mike Conley Jr., who is now helping Minnesota.
Now check this out, and this is something which, by the way, shout out to me and Mizzle's good friend, Mr. Kawante Country K. Foster, and I saw this on his page. Mike Conley, who was in his 17th year, I believe, in the NBA.
Wow.
17? Damn.
But Doogie, What did you say about DeMar DeRozan? Mike Conley can shoot the mid-range.
Yes. But anyhow.
I didn't even think I'm still thinking Mike Conley is just a point guard, but damn.
Well, yeah, he's a point guard that can shoot the mid-range.
Yes.
And he can still pass the ball.
No, but here's the most. I did not know this stat. The man has never had a technical foul in his whole entire career.
That's impressive.
Mike Conley?
Yes.
That's impressive.
Yes. Which is
very impressive. That's very impressive.
Which again, shout out to our good friend Country K from the All Pro Jaffos. I found that on his page because can be dropping off that knowledge that make you want to say, whoa, yeah. Rewind.
They didn't do a show this week. They didn't do a show this week, did they?
I don't think they did one yesterday. I'm pretty sure they'll do one on Friday. And please again, please check out the All Pro Jaffos on the Prenatal Brothers production page on YouTube. Please get their subscriptions up. I know they were 2 away from 200 the last time when we.
Let's get that. Let's get that for them.
Yeah, let's get that.
Let's get that.
So, Steve, me and Mizzle kind of talked about it last night. Give us your assessment on what the Golden State Warriors should do after Keegan Murray shot the lights out last night in Sacramento.
Fuck that beat, by the way.
All right, let me say this. I will say because of y'all, because I know how much y'all suffer as Warrior fans. I'm like I'll say a bandwagon Warrior supporter because I know what y'all suffer through, and I'll say I love Steph Curry. I just love how he is. It's not his fault that he changed the NBA. He had the skill sets to do it, and everybody's copying. So I'm not blaming him. You guys are now in that limbo. I'm not gonna say the '90s Bulls because we know Krause just tore our team down. You're now in San Antonio Spurs land.
I like that. I like that.
You have the stars. That. You want to support them, but they're aging.
Yep.
And you have tried to add in mix. San Antonio did the same thing. They got Kawhi, and they thought that was going to be the bridge. You guys are still trying to find that bridge. You thought it was Poole. Obviously, it wasn't.
Well, it was until Draymond decided to be a bully.
Nah, Poole didn't have it. I put it like this.
We don't win that Boston series without Poole, Steve. We don't.
Right. But you're right. But the thing is, Poole may have thought he was the shit. And from what I'm hearing, everybody's like, hey, it's good you got your money and everything. Calm your ass down. And Draymond was the bully that said, calm your ass down. Because guess what, Poole, when you really see all that pressure, when you thought you were the man, what are you doing in Washington? You the man now. Ooh, it ain't what you thought it was. But like I said,
but his role, he played his role very well within the organization is what I'm getting at.
Right.
He was a fit, and I'll tell you what, it's a few games throughout that whole playoff run that we had winning that championship. Poole was a main factor, the reason why we won a few series. It wasn't Curry, it wasn't Clay, it wasn't Draymond, it was Jordan Poole making that big-ass shot when nobody else was hitting the buckets.
It was him and Andrew Wiggins, specifically.
Exactly. Before Andrew Wiggins went on whatever his hiatus was, it was them two pieces that picked up. And I'll say this to this day, and any Warrior fan can come on this show and argue with me and my brother. We don't win that final with or any playoff series without Jordan Poole. Draymond Green fucked that young man up.
Oh no, I will agree with you. For that time, for that championship, you need them. So here's your problem, or here's your issue. You keep Clay. You want to honor him, but Clay, and maybe he did. I don't know. This is the Clay. Is he ready to take? Is he ready to take that 6-man role? Now I heard him talk before. Hey, I'm gonna Monty. Yeah, I'm gonna do that Monty role. I'm gonna do it. The problem is Monty accepted that role at a very young age and was able to strive.
Yes, he did.
Can Clay do it? Because guess what?
Facts.
Yeah, Clay, you are a shooter. You know, your game is now going to be spot up shooting. You're not going to be running around. You're not going to be chasing. You're not the defensive player. Sorry, the injuries strapped you up, but you can still shoot. So, if you accept that role and the money that comes with that, because right now, that last paycheck that you just got today or tomorrow, how that looks is the last time you're gonna see that many zeros in that paycheck.
You're not going to
it ain't happening.
You're not getting a max. No.
No.
If
No.
Now you're
go ahead, Steve.
now here's your real question, and I don't know. What do you do with Draymond? Obviously, he is the heart and soul of your team. He is that defensive leader and everything else. Now we
Go play
also
with
know
your
he's
buddy.
always been outside, but somehow he hustle and flows. But he also, he hits that line. A lot of stats have been saying the 20 games he missed, it made a difference. And I'm pretty sure everybody's tired of his antics. The question is, do you say goodbye to really? Because I don't know what trading partner you're going to get. You're kind of stuck with him because I don't know who's going to trade for that contract.
His
But
buddy down in L.A.
Yeah. So here's the thing: do you now say, Draymond, it's time to put you on the bench too? I need you with that second unit.
That's where he started. He came off the bench before the championship run started. He came off the bench.
I know, but that's hey, how long? Hey, Duff, how long ago was that? How long ago was that, man? You were still probably trying to grow some hair back then.
No. I was completely bald by then.
I know you've been.
And the goatee was full.
I know that's why I'm just joking.
I know, but here's the thing.
But that's what I said. That was a long time ago.
And this is something that Greg Papa and John Lynn were talking about on the Sports Leader on KNBR. And also the Shasky and Bunta Hill on the Morning Roast. Has the antics become more than the player? And I'm going to say yes. Because
I agree with that.
Because if Draymond does not choke Rudy Gobert and does not get suspended, if his ass does not get tossed against the Orlando Magic, even though they actually won that game, he got tossed out in because
was that 3 seconds in the game?
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, you were a 10 seed because you blew double-digit leads 13 times.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
They finished the regular season at 46-36.
Add that 13 to that double-digit losses.
Okay. If you win at least half of those 13 games that you lost in double digits, that's at least 53 wins, and we're talking about the Warriors as a 4 or 5 seed. Mm-hmm. And maybe it's the Warriors playing the Clippers or Mavericks in that 4 or 5 matchup, as opposed to you having to play a wounded Sacramento Kings team that did not have Kevin Huerter, that did not have Malik Monk.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And Ellis played his ass off on both ends of the floor, and Keegan Murray could not miss. And by God, Harrison Barnes was making shots.
So here's the question: why did you lose those double-digit leads?
Coaching, and the one thing that has plagued this franchise:
turnovers.
God bless Steve Kerr for what he's done, but he can,
coaching and
for whatever
turnovers.
reason, he cannot get this team to take care of the basketball. And for the life,
and Steph Curry was a lot of that. The dumbass over the shoulder passing. Nobody. The lost art of a bounce pass is gone in the NBA.
But guess what? All those same things when Curry made it look sweet and it looked good, and everybody in Orco was standing up cheering.
Never liked it, Steve. Never liked it. I'm traditional. Give me a fucking bounce pass.
You just said it. You're a traditionalist. You know the difference. But guess what? When those bounce passes we do the behind the back and shimmy dimmy and everything else, and get it over to Clay. Clay hits those
cheering. Yeah, I'm still an upset fan because it's like, man, the flashiness is not needed. Because if they just run the offense, they're pretty much unstoppable, even with their old age. That offense, if it's run smooth, is tremendous.
Here's your real question: who is your second scorer when Steph is getting double or he can't get it out? Who's your second? That's your question.
You will hope it would be Kuminga.
Who can you? And this is why you're in limbo, because you
would hope it
don't
would be Kaminga.
have that.
No.
And before,
Oh well, to tell you the truth, it could be any of the youngsters. I mean, Moses Moody can be a good asset if he gets the time. You know, Kaminga. Who's the other one? God, I can't think of his name right now. Yeah, Brzezinski. Yes, Brzezinski can shoot, but Kerr does not give the young talent. He has that old Phil Jackson kind of thing, because we know Phil Jackson don't too much play his youngsters.
Okay. Let's go back to last night. Without the play, it was the play of Moody and Kaminga that got the Warriors back in the damn game late in the first half. It was a game at halftime. Appreciate you, Pac. Can't wait to see you back on the field, buddy.
Yeah, 100.
But yet, as it was earlier in the season, Moody and Kaminga were playing well. Kerr benched them, didn't bring them back. What happened? The Warriors lost.
And they lost a little bit of confidence.
Yeah. Okay. Then all of a sudden, Trace Jackson Davis, who has given you energy this season, you only play him for 7 minutes in the first half. Then you bring him back in. It's too late now because you done killed what momentum you had.
Yeah. It's coaching.
Here's the thing. Okay. We all know Wardell is not taking off the Warrior colors until he says, I'm done. We all know that. Out of the three, we know that Wardell, Stephen Curry II is going to play his whole entire career as a
that's a lifetime. Player. They pretty much should just give him a lifetime contract. This pretty much should just happen.
I'm not. He's untouchable. Okay. Trace Jackson Davis, Kaminga,
I like him.
Moses Moody, and Brandon. Those four, I would take those four, put them with Curry, and see if you can get something around.
Get a big man together. Get a 7-footer.
You need size, and like I said,
that mess you up. That you backfired 6 years. You tried. You tried it. I get it.
Unfortunately, like I said, the worst thing that happened
for Wiseman, COVID fucked him over.
Yeah, the pandemic fucked everything up for a lot of people.
Yeah,
he only played 3 games. That took away his development, and you couldn't develop it because, in a sense, you had a roster that was ready to come back and win now, and that's unfortunate for James Wiseman. It really is. Yeah. I don't knock the Warriors for doing it.
They tried. They tried to get a big man. I'll give. They heard the fans. they definitely heard the fans. I'll give them that. But they still need to find the right one for this year, because the way the league is, they need to find that athletic big man.
All right, so I'm hearing y'all two say something, and I'm gonna put this out there. Are you guys saying that it's time to let Steve Kerr go and get another coach in there?
No. For me, no. I'm just saying that he needs to find a way to continue to thrive off his young talent. Okay. He needs to stop depending on the veterans, which understandable is good. But when the youngsters are cooking, let them cook. If they're giving Curry that time to sit, give Curry that time. Then you bring Curry when the game is starting to get slightly out of hand. If the lead is starting to get a little lower, then you bring Curry. But if those youngsters are out there cooking, that also will help you in the long run when it comes playoff time. They have enough experience. They know what to do. So I think I think Kerr needs to reevaluate himself.
Because
I'll ask a question on top of your question. Say they do let Kerr go. Who they go get?
Exactly. Who's up?
That's why I asked y'all the question. That's why I asked y'all, because I said
who's out there, Dubnation, that you want if you let Kerr go? Because
there's nobody. Because there's nobody right now.
Because they're trying to call saying like Kerr's gonna like, okay, who are you gonna get to coach? Who?
Especially not the way the vision that these owners want to go in. Kerr is the vision of where they want to go. So I don't think he goes. I think this year, like I think me and Dub said this last night. This year right here was the This is the last. Now we saw what they wanted with the core. They begged the core to come back. The core came back. This is the result. Now it's time to seriously evaluate. Clay only comes back if it's on a friendly deal.
Years kind of going.
Yeah, it has to be a friendly.
Okay, Curry. But okay, wait. You had Curry signed for 2 years, kind of coinciding with Curry. So is it basically once Curry calls it career, it basically like the '90s Bulls? Hey, the real last dance. Once the 2 years are up.
So you saying it's basically it's Jordan and Phil Jackson at the hip? Is that where we're at right now?
You guys tell me. You know, Kerr saw it in person. Do you think Kerr's going to want? Like, once Curry gone, I might call it a day. Now he might pull a Popovich, but you see, Pop lasted for only a little while. I think Pop was ready to go until he knew this Frenchman Tony told me about. Let me see if I can position us right. We gonna sink.
The fundamentals are on their way back.
Yeah.
They're on their way back. Folks,
telling
I'm telling you right now, there is a reason why I have said on the 4 years of this show, I've called the San Antonio Fundamentals the best damn ran organization in professional sports. I have said that for a reason in these 4 years that me and Mizzle have done this show. Do not sleep on them. I'm telling you, they're going to be right back in the thick of things in a year or two.
And do you know why they're going to be scary? And you know why they're going to be scary? Because Popovich got a slightly of a reincarnation of Tim Duncan, but a Tim Duncan that can fucking shoot 3-pointers. That can bring the ball up. The one that can bring the ball on the court. It can pass the ball.
More athletic than Tim Duncan.
That's what I'm saying. And Tim Duncan was fucking athletic, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
If you ain't seen Tim Duncan, I saw Tim Duncan. Well, me and Dugan know about Tim Duncan because he went to Wake Forest, and Wake Forest is in our division. So we know about Timmy Duncan. Okay, but this Wemby kid,
Tim is one of those. I hate you, but I love. I gotta respect.
You respect that guy. Yeah, you gotta respect this gangster. You gotta respect this gangster.
Hey, I can respect you more because you didn't go to that crappy other schools. You were just Wake Forest. You made them good for that couple of years, and then Wake Forest became Wake Forest again.
So, exactly. Okay,
cool. I can respect you. Yeah, you're fun. But yeah, San Antonio. This is what Pop stayed on for because really, Becky Hammond should have had your job, and I think you were close to giving it to her. But then.
Don't be shocked.
Tony must have came in there and said, "Hey, Pop, I got something. Look at this Frenchman, this 15-year-old. I'm showing you film." Pop must have been like,
"You said that."
Yeah,
I'm glad you said that,
I'll stick around. I can work the match. RC, this is the plan. It's gonna take us a while. This is the plan. So even though we got good talent, Murray over in Atlanta now, go ship him off.
I don't know why they did that though, but I can see it.
Yes, they did. You know why they did it. I'm gonna suck enough to get this damn Frenchman. And whether the NBA wants to say it's conspiracy or not, we just gonna say there's a written script. Popovich looked over he couldn't do it with David Stern, but he can sure do it with this commissioner. Look here, San Antonio was good to you. San Antonio was nice. I'm the man that did everything else. And yeah, I sure did sit all these people. I arrested all these people, and I put this in there. But you know what? I made the league better. You give me this Frenchman and let me show you what I can do. All right, cool. You were cool with us, Pop. We got you. We'll fine you for all those little shit saying and making the damn sit down and rest shit all day. You lucky I ain't David Stern, because David Stern would have killed your ass. But I got you. I need these small market teams to blow up because everybody's always trying to go to LA and New York. And even though that's good for my pockets, I got to make sure the rest of these small owners feel like they got a chance. So the blessed one of San Antonio, the one that blocked 5 lanes, the one that had the quiet one that just did his job and didn't make a mess of anything and then caused no headache. Here you go. I'll give you another one. And you know what? He got the great role model. David Robinson's there. You got Tony, he knows. Manu's there. Timmy's right there. Timmy tried coaching, but Timmy's like, I don't want to fucking coach. I'll just be in the background. And yes, San Antonio will rise again. And this man is like, oh yeah, we rising real soon because I ain't playing that make me suck for 4 years and everything. I ain't dealing with Shea did. I understand Shea. No, I'm gonna play and we're gonna start winning now. Skip that, Pop. You didn't have me as a center for fucking half the year. Put me as center, see me what I can do. Oh, you didn't want to give me a guard for half the year? Don't know why. Oh, okay, Pop. Pop's all right. Let me give you this guard. Oh, now you give me a guard. Now we see what we can do. And yep, I got a target because there's someone in my division that think he's a shit. Chet Holmgren, and I give you credit because you actually bulked up a little bit. Yeah, I'm after your ass. I've been after your ass since you were 16. Yeah, I know the fuck you are. And guess what? Any other time you'd be great, but I'm in this league. Scoot Henderson, as I told you, you'd be the number 1 pick in any other draft, but I'm here. You ain't the number 1 pick. Wemby's on that shit. He ain't saying it now because he English is his second language, but that Frenchman is about to talk, and that Frenchman is about to cause us some problems in the U.S. basketball too. We may not be winning gold this year, or if we do, it is going to be a real struggle because that man going to cause something. The rest of the Europeans are about to cause us some problems.
I'm all in on the USA this year. This team is stacked. This is stacked.
Let me help you out. But yeah, stacked. But what is it? Kawhi is a 12th man. Why? Mr. Injury prone himself. As much as I love your boy Embiid, he's injured. The problem is you need bigs.
That's not even about what I'm talking about out there with that. I wouldn't even mention about Embiid and Kawhi Leonard. That's not even what I'm looking. You got the greatest shooter on the damn that joint. KD's on the squad. Come on now.
KD was on the 2020 squad, and yes, he sure did.
Was Curry there?
21. Sorry. Hey, these Europeans. I'm telling you, no, it's not. If we're in the mid 2000s, yes.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that European. I'll give you the Europeans. They are.
Guess what? We got beat up in the middle. If you last year, the world.
It ain't gonna happen this year.
We got beat up in them. That's why they got Embiid. They need bigs. We got beat up, and guess what? I'm telling you,
they'll be all right.
We might win gold.
They'll be all right.
Okay.
It ain't gonna be easy, but they'll be all right. They'll be all right.
Okay.
They'll be all right.
No.
This is great. I'll say this. This is the first time in a while that I had confidence in the USA. The last time that I had super confidence in the USA, Kobe was on the team, and we know what happened that time. That's the last time I was confident. Kobe was on the squad, and we know what happened.
The Redeem team, and which again, folks,
that boy bum rush his own teammate. Fuck you, Paul. I love you.
If you have not watched the documentary on the Redeem team, it is a must because exactly what these gentlemen are talking about. You heard LeBron say it. You heard Jason Kidd say it. You heard D Wade say it. Like
Kobe woke your motherfuckers up. Kobe refused. He refused. Now this ain't for the Larry O'Brien, ladies and gentlemen. This is for the pride of your goddamn country. And Kobe took them. Go, Steve.
As a Shaq fan, I have to admit, Kobe gave them all work ethic to go back to their team with, because they all said they were all partying 6 a.m, coming back at 5 a.m. What is Kobe doing?
Kobe in the gym.
Workout.
In the gym, shooting.
Finish your work. And next thing you know, LeBron like, oh, that's what you doing? LeBron in there. D Wade in there. Next thing you know, the whole team in there. Now, Shaq and Kobe may have had their issue. I understand. I'm a Shaq fan. I'm a big Shaq, and I get why Kobe was on Shaq's ass. He probably was right, because Shaq, if you actually had that work ethic, you would have been unstoppable. That nobody could have ever did anything.
Now you see why. Kobe. Now you see why I've said all these years Shaq should have done more.
Boy, if you would have.
Oh, of course. And that's why they probably bumped heads. That's the main reason why they bumped heads.
And Kobe mind frame and Shaq's body. That's just.
It could have been a lot worse than what it was. It could have been a way. I mean, they gave you a slight preview when they took down my Sixers.
If Shaq's mind, if Kobe's mindset and work ethic entered Shaquille O'Neal's body, Shaquille O'Neal will be the greatest center to walk God's green earth.
I agree.
Yeah.
So there's no argument for me on that one.
Okay,
You won't get a disagreement on that.
And you know how much I love Hakeem.
Yeah.
And you know how much I love the captain. Which, by the way, Cap, happy birthday! It was
indeed.
yesterday. Happy birthday to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You know how I feel about those two, but you give Kobe Bryant's work ethic to Shaquille O'Neal. He would have broke Wilk's record. I have no doubt in my mind.
No argument. But no, but I have that feeling that I had when Kobe took over that USA team with this team coming in there. For just some odd reason that this squad could, I don't know. It's gonna be tough though, because the European basketball is real. It's fucking real. Because Luka Doncic will tell you it's harder to play the European than it is over here. He said this is easy. It's easy.
That's what I'm saying.
And
these guys, like, if you look at the World Championship,
with grown ass man at 15 years old.
And not to mention he's your
scoring.
He's your scoring champion for this year.
I mean, like I said, you're looking at Yonkic's team, you're looking at Jokic's team. Hell, that's not even the teams I'm worried about. I hate to say it, the French team is good. And skip that. The Canadian team is stacked.
But
once again,
it's gonna be good.
Thank you, Vince Carter.
Vince
Carter is.
Don't forget about España. Don't forget about Argentina. And damn it, don't forget about Lithuania.
No, foreign basketball is legit. Okay, it ain't just about European. Foreign
even the Australians got better.
There it is.
Australia got better.
So this is gonna be a good one. I got confidence in the USA though.
I'm just saying.
I wouldn't be shocked. I say that.
I'll be honest. I didn't watch. I did not watch Olympic basketball in 2021. I didn't. But damn it, 2016. Oh, I was full fledged in. 2012. I was full fledged in. 2008. I damn sure was full fledged in. Because I'll tell you
now.
I mean, that championship game.
This podcast I was listening to.
Go ahead, Steve. As you drink your twisted tea.
I'm just telling you, the podcast. I listened to podcasts. I was just. Yeah, I did. Me and the wife here, Sharon. She just basically gave it to me to make sure I finished it off. So let me do that real quick.
Shout out to the wifey, Miss Janine Dugan.
Yes.
Shout out to the wifey.
She's in there. So yeah, no. Listening to the summer team, watching the stuff. Yeah, there's a reason why we had to get big, because we were getting dominated inside. And guess what? You remember the French have two. You forget it's not just Wemby. You got Gobert sitting up in there.
Correct.
Like you said, Australia, now they're leaning their hopes on Ben Simmons, Mr. Talking about taking money from the bank. I mean, just I can't even say anything about him.
Don't get me started, Dugan.
Mr.
Dugan, don't do it. Just move past Ben Simmons. That's the last time we're gonna say motherfuckers gonna get mentioned on this show. Next. We ain't talking about that motherfucker. Cost us a motherfucking play on game because he was scared to dunk the ball because he didn't want to go to the fucking free throw line. Woo! You raising my blood pressure right now.
I know there were some players that stole some money. And Ben just anyway, he might play on that team and do whatever. It actually might show up because we ain't got to worry about going inside
full fucking season in the NBA. Why would he want to go try to? I understand that he wants to go play for his country, but you couldn't even play 3 games in the NBA, bro.
Because he won't have to worry about trying to score. He's going to pass it to Exum and some other Australians that are around.
Go put yourself in timeout for 2 seconds. Go put yourself in timeout for 2 seconds.
And there's another Australian out there somewhere. I don't know who it is. There's another one, but he ain't going to worry about scoring. He can just pass it.
Patty Mills.
Patty Mills.
There we go. Patty Mills might still be on the team.
He ain't scared to shoot the damn ball.
Yeah,
No,
so
he's not.
that's why.
No, he's not.
Wait, isn't there someone on the who's the one on the Knicks that's been exiled and been trying to get out of there?
Oh, damn
There's
it.
somebody.
What's his name? Not Fournier.
No, it was Fournier. Fournier's French. Never mind.
Fournier?
I was trying to remember. Yeah, you're right. He's French. There's another one on the French team.
Yeah. I tried to give his name.
You just saw in Philly another Frenchman.
Oh, yes, Mr. Batum.
Nicholas Batum, baby! Hey!
You know, I'm just telling you, U.S., you got some work. That's all.
Dugan, like I said, I know it's not going to be easy, Dugan. I know it's not. It's not. Because overseas basketball has picked up, even though it was already big back then. We knew about it because, you know, we love sports. We follow sports. If it's anything interesting, we're going to follow it. We knew European basketball was big. We knew all about all that. It's just now. Did somebody just Photoshop something? Take a picture? Who's taking pictures?
Taking pictures.
No, I heard the camera thing go. So whatever. Anyway, but
FBI taking pictures. Now you got me thinking of the DJ drama song. Thanks a lot. Feds taking pictures. Feds taking pictures.
Oh, my goodness.
Come on, bro. Play that before I go to bed now.
The things that you will hear on the Mizzle and Dove show, sometimes that are not sports related. This is why we love it.
Yes,
all right, anyway, we'll go back to the NBA. We'll talk about the Olympics when it gets to the summertime. We still got a whole NBA postseason.
Hey man, I mean it's we got all the way up to June. Ain't that something that the playoffs are now about to start? I mean, I know we got a playoff game Friday, and then
we got two
round,
on Friday.
Indeed, we got two on Friday, and then the
we got
round.
Playoffs or we still got play-ins?
We got two play-ins on Friday, but the playoffs start Saturday.
Yes.
So the teams that play Friday will play Sunday, if I'm not mistaken.
Like, because remember, according to the NBA, play-in is not a playoff.
No, it doesn't count. Yeah, it doesn't count.
It does not count.
I mean, it counts, but it counts for your seeding purposes, but it doesn't count.
Neither does the in-season tournament. We already been through that already.
Hey, well, who won the in-season tournament?
What?
A team that's about to get swept by the Denver Nuggets.
And didn't they celebrate that shit like they won 82 games?
They hung up a damn banner. They got gold medals.
LeBron was happy to get those bench players $50K or $500K, whatever the fuck they got.
All right, okay. Well, you know what? Hey, you know what? Hey, now you know what? You know what? After they get their asses torched in the Mile High City, so there we go. Well, at least we won the play-in tournament. Well, guess what? If you want to celebrate the Mickey Mouse Trophy and the in-season tournament, if that makes your whole year, because for me, I didn't want neither one of my teams to win the in-season tournament. I didn't. No. Fuck that. I want the Larry O'Brien, the one that really makes it a difference. Cool that they got bonuses. I mean, I'm not against any player getting their ducats. Go get your shillings, go get your francs, go get your cheddar, your Luciana. You know what I'm saying? Your pasta, whatever you want to call it. Mozzarella Jack. Get your money. But me personally, I want to be Bill Russell. Because you know what? When you mention Bill Russell, you gonna know that man got championships. And not just championships. The motherfucker got a championship. He was a player coach. Multiple. That's what I want to be remembered by. Not that, Raymond had the most three-point shots in the whole league. Cool. How many championships you got? That's what I want to be. I want my legacy to go down that I got rings. The reason why you play this sport. Rings. Hey, I'm not mad at the players that want to be stat getters. Say that again, Steve.
Q had Herm Edwards. You play to win the game.
Hello.
Also, Q, our former 49er head coach, Mike Singleton.
Don't want him.
Winners.
Don't want him.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
Hey, pick your fucking helmet up and go to the goddamn locker room. Pick your shit up and go to the fucking locker room.
You're done. You're done for today.
I respect coaches like that because they want to win. Fuck the your stats. Cool. Stats just got you another 10 grand on your contract. But did you win the championship? No. But I got 10 grand in the bank account. Cool. So people gonna remember you as getting money and stat chasing, not hosting the trophy. Nah, I'm good. So go ahead and celebrate those.
I'll ask this, and I might have to give it. I might have to give this time to breathe. We were talking about it. So right now, in-season tournament, we were talking about when the season thought we had to see how it played out. Right now, our opinion on the in-season tournament is
I'm okay with it. I just don't like how they treat it like you just won a fucking championship. I mean, I guess you want to turn it. I mean,
now
more sports. I'm for because I love sports and it gives me and my brother more to talk about. It just gives us more. Just like they're about to add maybe another game to the NFL season. Hell, they might scrape preseason all along, and you might get 4 more added games to the regular season. Guess what? As long as it's for if they can protect the players, you pay the players, and it's entertaining.
Give them 2 bye weeks.
100%, and it gives me and my brother more content, so we can give great content to our loyal fans out there. I'm for it.
Now,
but if it sucks, I don't want it. The NCAA tournament was entertaining. I enjoyed it.
Let me ask this.
The only thing I did not enjoy was
the floors, the courts.
I don't need all that.
It has a standout, Dub.
Now, once again, that's the NBA, the NBA pushing that.
If it wants to stand out, then give me some doggone 3D glasses then.
All right, so okay. Now, y'all both said it. The courts. That was the NBA trying to market and do everything else. The big celebration, even though LeBron took it to another level, I believe that was the NBA wanted y'all to make that what it was. Here's the champagne. Here's this. That's the NBA trying to make it as big as it was.
And that's bullshit.
Okay.
It's bullshit.
So,
it's bullshit.
All right. Now, this is what I'll say with the NC. I'm going to give it time to breathe because really, to me, it didn't really make no difference to me. All right, there's still NBA games on. Y'all still playing. Okay, this counted for this, isn't it? Excuse me. I really didn't give a damn. I didn't even care who won the championship. Okay, and this did what? What did you get out of this? Oh, okay, like you said, players got extra money. Okay, cool. That was in December, and it's back to the regular season. It didn't do anything. One thing I have to admit, now this the play-in tournament, I thought it was stupid at first.
Oh, I love it.
I still kind of think it's a little stupid, but I do see it does keep more teams interested. It does give teams more hope, and it's like, hey, you're not just totally tanking. There's nothing for your season.
Steve, you stole my thunder.
Play in.
You stole my thunder. Because look at what it is. You don't want that 9 and 10 spot because you're one and done in that. You kind of want to get to that 7 and 8. You don't want 7 and 8. You want to get to 6 and better. But if you can't get 6, that 7 and 8 is pretty good because you still have a chance, i.e. what we saw with the Miami Heat. But that 9 and 10, that's what makes that game a little more interesting. So it's like you said, it doesn't matter with that in-season tournament, but this play-in, it's a little bit more because at the end of the season, like you say, you can't really – if you're just going to flat out tank, that means you ain't been playing basketball the whole year. You figured out that this ain't my year. Fuck it. Let me just get to positions that I need to be in. But for those teams that like my Sixers, they were the 10th seed at one time. And then they fought to get they were the 6th at one time, but then as records and series goes, that's why they end up being the 7th seed, and they have held down the 7th seed. So it does make it a little more interesting. How do you feel about it?
Look at Houston. Look at Houston. For a moment there, Houston, who we all thought was not going to do anything, and now they're playing good. They chasing your Warriors down. where they might be able to get a chance to be.
Which made it interesting.
No one thought anything about Houston.
What made it real interesting.
Houston. Good coaching.
Yep.
Yeah, good coaching, by the way. Even though you were a dumbass to cheat on Nia Long, but that's a whole nother story. But good coaching, and look what he did with Houston. Got some passion. It got all this. I have to admit, play in is doing something. Hell, as a Bulls fan, the only reason why we got into some playoff contention is because we're doing play-in. And I bet you those damn tickets were playoff ticket prices and not play-in ticket prices or not regular season prices. So the NBA make the money.
They may not say it don't count, but then they sure they treat that shit like a playoff game. Because technically it was a playoff game.
You know they would. I mean, just imagine if the Pelicans had to play at Staples against the Lakers. I'm pretty sure it would have cost at least $1,200 just probably sit in the nosebleeds.
Racks.
And that is sitting way up there. But while we do have let's talk about the playoff matchups that we do know that are guaranteed to
let's go
the matchup. All right, so we have starting on Saturday. It kicks it off with the Orlando Magic, Mizzle's sleeper team all year long, against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Of course, the Cavaliers purposely tanking the last game because they did not want to play Philadelphia in the first round because they did not want to be the 2 seed, which ends up going to the New York Knickerbockers, to which they will play the 76ers in the first round. But Cavaliers,
I believe it's going to be a tremendous series.
I agree.
Sixers and 6.
Cavaliers. And there you go. There goes his thought. So we really don't have to talk about the next series. Cavaliers, Magic. I have Orlando in 6.
We can still talk about it though. I would love you guys' opinion, just because I made mine.
I got the Magic in 6. I
need to know something.
Go ahead.
Got it. I'm blanking right now. Guard, Cleveland. The main one, number one dude.
Spider Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan.
Thank you. Is he in or is he slightly injured? I know he's been having some issues.
He's you know what? Yeah. You know, Steve, I'll say this, Steve. It's at the end of the year, everybody's fucking banged up. I think that's what's going on with Donovan Mitchell. It's just something that's I don't know if it's that serious, but it's more like I think he'll be a go. He'll be a go.
But Cleveland also got some other injuries. They've been dealing with a lot of injuries. So do we know?
Here's
like you said, it's I'm hurt, but I can play, or my.
Here's the injury report for the Cavaliers. Dean Wade, game time decision. Sam Merrill, game time decision. Donovan Mitchell, game time decision. Karis LeVert, game time decision. Darius Garland, game time decision.
Which lets me know that they'll play.
Yeah.
So you said this is the Cavaliers, the Cavaliers versus the Magic. Is this where it is?
Yes.
I'm gonna say the Magic is 7.
What'd you say again?
I got Magic in 7.
I said Orlando in 6.
I got him in 7.
I'll say this. The world is about to get a treat because unless you watch Orlando on League Pass, which Mizzle does, you guys are going to get to see what type of a talent Paolo Banchero is. If you have not,
I've already known about this young man.
If you have not watched this man play, you are in for a treat because this kid is special. The man can play some basketball, and just kudos to just Orlando. Period. They have been spectacular. I mean, Cole Anthony is playing just like his dad. You got Wendell Carter. You got Anthony Black. You got Gary Harris. I mean, you still got old man Joe Ingles that can still shoot the doggone three. Say that again, Steve.
No, you got the Voss brother. You got the German boys. I think right now because Cleveland might be too hurt. I think I'm gonna go Orlando in 7. But like you guys are saying, Orlando's the teams that's going to come up at one point in the season, and probably people didn't realize.
And they also got Jalen Suggs from Gonzaga too. Don't forget about him.
Yeah, Orlando was the number 2 seed at one point in the season.
Yeah,
That's how well they were playing. Yeah, Cleveland. I feel like there's going to be too many injuries. Cleveland should win this. They have the better. They should have the better
I agree.
talent team.
I agree.
But yeah, the injuries I think is going to take them out. But Spider is gonna keep them in it for a while. But
That's why I said Orlando is 7.
It is something special.
That's why I said Orlando is 7, just for the simple fact of those injuries. Because I agree with you, Steve. Cleveland should win this series because they are the more talented team. But with the injuries, I just think that Orlando might pull that out in 7 because game 1 is in Cleveland, right? So which Cleveland has home field?
Cleveland has home court, yes.
So that means the Magic have been tremendous on the road. If Dub, you can back me up and pull up their home and away record. I believe their road record is pretty damn good. So I have confidence that they can pull it out in Game 7. That's why I'm pulling them to win 7.
Yeah, and the Waz boys, French Waz or whatever. Yeah.
Actually, the reason why
I'm gonna edge with Orlando.
The reason why I said Orlando in 6 is because actually Orlando has the better home record than road. Orlando was 29-12 in the friendly confines of Walt Disney World, and they were 18-23 on the road.
Okay.
So that's why.
So now I see. Okay. So you're saying that they could probably steal one in Cleveland, and then that they'll switch to. I like that. I like that. I can see that. I'm still gonna go 7, but I can see where you can say 6.
Yeah.
Next matchup, very, very intriguing matchup. It is the Minnesota Timberwolves at the 3 seed, taking on the Phoenix Suns in the 6 seed. For Game 1, they given Minnesota just -1.5 in Game 1.
That's the KD factor. That's a KD. That's all KD. That's a KD. Definitely a KD factor.
I'm going Minnesota. Minnesota in 6. Phoenix got too many injuries. As much as KD is going to ball out, you can't rely on Bradley Beal. He'll get some soft tissue injury. Devin's going to try his hardest. There's going to be an injury there. You have nothing else. Your Grayson Hours, another fucking dookie, will ball out, but your bench ain't there. Sorry, because you put all your money in your big 3, and we all said this. They got soft tissue injuries that's always going to come up. It's going to come here. Somebody's going to get hurt. Minnesota's going to do what they got to do. Yeah, Minnesota in 6. I'll even say it in 6. I don't even think Phoenix. KD will keep you around, but somebody going to get hurt.
I'll say this. This segment was brought to you by Charmin. As Dugan said, soft tissue. So
No,
we don't have any. So I hope Charmin doesn't.
You got to warm up.
This is
Ben Gay, because you got to rub those muscles. They gonna have those thighs or inner thighs or the calves or the groin. It's mostly gonna be the groin. Some soft leg muscle, or in Bradley Beal's case, it's my back. Something. It's soft tissue. So even though we'll give them both. Charmin with Ben Gay. You rub the Ben Gay in the Charmin tissue and rub it on yourself. Icy Hot is also in it. Here's Shaq saying, rub that icy hot. Give it numb the pain. It's whatever it is. It's soft tissue.
Agreed. So
KD might be the only one that played through, and then his foot will get hurt. Shit, that's all it is. Soft tissues. That's all it is.
And then you'll be able to draw football plays on KD's head.
I knew that shit was coming.
This wasn't
even a segment about nobody's dome pieces, but he had to bring that in there.
And then you know what? Anthony Edwards is going to just find a way to dunk on somebody.
Yes.
Do some incredible.
Yes.
I do not doubt that.
Yes.
I do not doubt that.
Land on his hip that looked like he should be injured like Bo Jackson and get back up and run off the court like, I'm perfectly fine.
Preach to him, Dugan. So I'm about to pull the shocker right here. I'm gonna say Minnesota in 5.
Oh, a gentleman's sweep. Well,
Minnesota in 5. And if
You
they
just giving KD just one game, huh?
one game,
Just one?
one game. Minnesota has been playing damn good basketball. And for them to even be, because remember at the time, the top 3 teams were flip-flopping to be number 1. Minnesota was the number 1 seed for at least about a week.
mm-hmm.
No, not longer than that. All right.
Yeah. So Minnesota knows what they need to do. They're good. I'm sorry, Deb. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying we haven't even talked about the size that is Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. That Phoenix has nothing to counter that with.
And that's why I say Minnesota in 5.
Oh, and you're missing somebody. I don't remember. There's a third one. Is it Nas Reed or somebody? There's a third big man in there.
Too much wingspan. And
I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if Minnesota is 6, but I can see Minnesota winning in 5.
I'll give KD and Booker 2 games. We saw what happened last year. They kind of went to. I'm giving them.
Like I said. Oh, sorry. Can you guys hear me? My microphone was down. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got you.
We
hear you.
So was I okay? Yeah. I got excited. Turned the microphone off. But I can see. I love talking basketball with you guys. That's why I look forward to when we do our NBA show in the beginning, and now we do our playoff, and we know we're going to do our finals and everything like that. No, I just love talking ball with you guys. This is perfect.
This is why we do this show, folks.
Ladies, yeah, damn right. Damn right. But I wouldn't be shocked if it goes 6. But I got Minnesota winning regardless, even if it goes 4 or 5, if it goes 5, 6, or 7. But I got Minnesota winning this series flat out regardless.
Yeah, it's Minnesota's.
Yeah.
Timberwolves will win their first series in 20 years because it's been 20
wow.
years.
Was that KG year? Was that KG?
That was the Kevin Garnett, Latrell.
No. Call him by his moniker, his nickname at that time. He was a kid.
KG, the kid.
KG was a kid.
Well, he was also the big ticket too.
Oh no. He was a kid first, and then he became the big ticket.
Well, that season made him the big ticket because that's when he won that MVP.
That was his MVP year.
That's when he became the big ticket. Yep.
That's when he became the big ticket.
Ladies and gentlemen, see, this is why. Let's start saying this is why we love to talk sports. Not only do we give you what's happening now, we'll take you back. Because how many people that's on watching here are been listening? How did you even know that KG nickname was the kid before he came? You probably knew he was a big ticket, but did you know that he was the kid? And I believe Stuart Scott gave him that name. Am I mistaken?
Hey,
did Stuart Scott give him that name?
No, I got one for you. Remember, he was part of the Fun Patrol with Nike.
Yes, he was.
Now we just giving too much knowledge, Steve. Now we just dropping too much knowledge right now.
There were some fun. Those were some fun Nike commercials back then.
Boy, weren't they? Well, man. Well, I'm not gonna say it's sweet.
Yes, Keith. If you're still watching, I did know about this. I didn't want to too much kind of talk about it because there's been too much tragedy going on around the world, and just trying to keep positive things going on. But if Dub, if you want to talk about it, go ahead and we could give it
very quickly.
We can speak on it for a second.
Which, by the way, next Thursday we will be live during the NFL draft. We'll be doing a live open forum on the Mizzle Dub Show. So please, for fans of NFL teams that want to come on the show and talk about what your team or what you think your team should do in the draft, please feel free to wear your team colors. The only thing we ask is you don't be we ask you don't be belligerent drunk. Please come on. Drop your knowledge of what your team should do, and we can just have it.
I'm the only one that can do that.
It'll be an open forum where we can talk about or discuss who might draft and might go where, trades, this and that. But please, please feel free to wear your team colors again. Next week, Night 1 NFL Draft, the Mizzle and Dub Show will be live, open forum show, where
And if we're gonna have a ton of people on, let's let everybody speak, or we'll just bring on guests sparingly at a time. But if we're gonna have the open forum and we're gonna have a crowd of people, let's just let everybody speak. And when the host tries to talk, if you watch wrestling, when my hand goes up.
So that's again next Thursday.
My brothers knew what I was talking about because we watch wrestling, so they. That's what you got. Yeah. I got Dugan.
He wouldn't miss on us, but yes, next Thursday, night 1 NFL Draft. Please join us as we will talk NFL football and see if your teams like what you just think they should do. But anyhow, to pinpoint what Mr. McDonald sent us, Albany College star AJ Simon, unfortunately, draft prospect, died at the age of 25. He was a defensive lineman at the University of Albany. He announced back in 2023 that he was going to go into the draft. The school's football team shared the news on Twitter yesterday. It's just
was it a heart attack? I think it was a heart attack, correct?
I'm trying to find it here to see if they talked about the cause of it.
Yeah, and I don't see because I read the article earlier. I think it was a heart attack. Bear with this here, ladies and gentlemen, as we try to find the information to give you. No, they don't really say much.
But
I don't see much of that. But yeah, just too young. But we may say it's too young, but we don't question the man above when he wants to bring one of his children home to be with him. So it sucks. He 25, but damn, that just what can you say about that? That's just it's horrible.
Well, according to TMZ, the cause is not known.
Okay,
but again, just prayers to his family and prayers to the University of Albany. We have dealt with some stuff. It's just tragic. As we now move back on to the playoffs, of course, Mizzle already gave us prediction, but it is the
we can still talk about
the 76ers and the Knicks. The Knicks, shockingly, get the number 2 seed. This is the first time in a long time the Knicks have been a very high seed, not since the days of Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley, and John Starks.
Hey, was that Nessa that just walked past?
Oh, no, that was the wifey.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, Knicks, 76ers, the only thing missing is it would have been the Spectrum.
Marv Albert.
That too, it would have been the Spectrum versus the Mecca, but still, I mean, and I've said this on the show many times, and Madison Square Garden is going to get double.
Lit.
Yeah, it's going to get double because not only do you have the Knicks in the playoffs, you also got the New York Rangers in the playoffs. So Madison Square Garden is about to get double dose of playoff MSG, and there is nothing more special than playoff Madison Square Garden. It's one of the greatest atmospheres in American sports.
Oh yeah,
and you're in for a treat. Steve, how do you see this series between the Knickerbockers and the 76ers?
This is tough. As you guys saying, I am really stacking my brain around it right now. And God, I don't always like pick.
No judgment, Steve. Still gonna love you, whoever you pick.
No, I don't like New York fans. It's like I don't want to pull, but you know what? It's funny. The Knicks are a good team.
Yep,
team thing. Even though I love Tibbs and he gonna run y'all to the ground, but
same thing he did to your Bulls.
Yeah, I know from experience. But in the NBA, if you have that one player, I hate to say it, that one player can overtake a team. And Joey,
Brunson. Talking about Brunson?
uh, Brunt, I'm gonna say this, and I am only saying this with about 50.5 to 50.4. I'm gonna go with the Knicks here in 7. This is gonna be interesting. This because they can't stop Joel Embiid, and maybe you let him ride off, but I think they might be able to stop everybody else. But can the Knicks hold up? That's the question. You've been running through the ground. You've been running your 6, 8 man, 9 man, 48 minutes. We all know in the playoffs you're going to shorten your rotation. Even though in your case, Knicks, you probably shouldn't keep that going. But I'm going to go with the Knicks by a slim margin in 7. But unless Joel Embiid channels his former Philly brethren from the past, Wilt Chamberlain, and just go all out. But even Wilt could score everything and still lost because the team did better. I'm just going to go with the Knicks, and I can't believe that because I do not want to hear New York fans.
No, that's just your basketball knowledge, Dugan. That's all. You going with your eye. I can't get mad at that. And then I'm gonna tell you the reason why the Sixers will win in 6 after my co-host go ahead and gives his prediction.
I really am looking forward to seeing the Tyrese Maxey and Jalen Brunson matchup. I really am, because that is Villanova versus Kentucky.
Shout out to the wife. Shout out to the wifey. It's the only reason why I got this jersey.
So I'm anxious to see that, but I think it's going to come down to the role players. Will it be Josh Hart? Will it be Dante DiVincenzo? Will it be Tobias Harris? Will it be Kelly Oubre? Will it be Milton? Hell, could it possibly be Buddy Hield? I don't know.
I forgot he's over there. Shit.
Yeah. He is there in Philly, and he is known to get hot. But, I mean, is it Bogdanovich for the Knicks? Is it Charlie Brown for the Knicks? Is it Hardenstein for the Knicks? Is it Shake Milton for the Knicks? We don't know. It's going to come down to the role players, but
This might be the best first-round matchup. This might be This is primetime television. Because, mind you, before Embiid got hurt, the Sixers were a top 3 seed. Before he got hurt.
Primetime television, this is what the NBA wants. It's the East Coast. It's New York and Philly.
Fucking A.
That's going to be on ABC area. The NBA is the most happy with that.
Exactly. So, what you got, man? Go ahead. I know this is tough. I know this for your basketball eye. I know this is tough for you because both teams, you can see it go either way.
This is the closest thing to a toss-up in round 1 that we're going to have. It really, truthfully is.
Agreed.
Probably this one.
Except if we get the Heat versus the Celtics, because we know Heat culture. And what they can, and I guarantee you, the Celtics will be watching that game very, very, very closely because they're still shaking in their fucking boots from last year.
Yeah, Boston.
But I'm sorry, I had to throw that in there. I'm sorry, Deb.
Boston will say, "Oh shit!" if they have to see Miami again.
Goddamn right.
Like, damn it, these bastards
again. Yep.
But however, I don't think, as much as a great story the Knicks have been. And they have. But I think this is the series where they're going to miss Julius Randle because I don't think they have enough to stop Joel Embiid. I like Philly in 7 because I think, like I said, just like Batum was big tonight for Philly, somebody on the role playing Philly is going to come up big because I expect it from Josh Hart. I expect it from DiVincenzo. But I think somebody else from Philly is going to help lead to win the series. But I just think, again, the Knicks have no answer for Embiid. I just think Embiid will be too much. Now, will it shock me if the Knicks win the series? No, because the Knicks are good, and we know who Tom Thibodeau is. But I just think too much Embiid at the end is what's gonna prevent the Knicks from going on into the semifinals.
All right,
but I think it's gonna be a fantastic series. I really do.
Agreed. So this is why I think we win in 6, and it's not going to be with the starting 5. It's going to be the bench, because as much as you just sit here and say I don't think you have an answer, they don't have an answer for Embiid. Paul Reed has been playing tremendous basketball, and if you ain't been following the basketball, if you're not even a Sixer fan, Paul Reed has stepped up tremendous. Even when Embiid was hurt, he was playing good basketball. You just said Nicholas Batum. Kelly Oubre might have a good game, and he may not be in the start. He may be in the starting 5, but I believe Nick Nurse might kind of, things change in the playoffs. Your starting 5s and your roster tends to change a little bit. But I believe the reason why we will win in 6 is because of our bench. I believe Tyrese Maxey is going to get his. He's too fast. Who's going to guard him? You're going to put Brunson on him? Okay, cool. Brunson might be in foul trouble. If Embiid can he's still hurt a little bit, but if he can just rest a little bit and I just think that we got this in 6 because Tibbs is going to put defense out there. That's what he's going to do. He's going to put the defense out there. You might see a lot of zone just to try to stop Embiid in the middle. But I believe we'll crack that zone just like we cracked Miami zone, which made me nervous in the beginning because in the beginning, Miami had that zone thing clicking. They were moving left and right to left, stopping anything. And I believe Tibbs will try to copy that, but we'll have an answer for it. But like we all agree, is too much Embiid. And if Embiid gets back to the form that he was in the beginning of the season, to where he was not playing the fourth quarter, to where he was having 30 points in the second quarter, damn near going into halftime, we'll be all right. I just need Tobias Harris to be consistent because he was pretty shitty in this game, especially coming up the last game that we had where he was damn near like close to 30 points, where he was making everything. He had a horrible game because it was a sequence that he got like three or four rebounds, and he missed every putback. And I was over here damn near ready to throw my remote control at the TV. So Tobias Harris has to be consistent. And we're going to have to ride the wave that the Knicks are going to run because the Mecca is going to keep that team in it for these first 2 games. That fan base is going to keep the Knicks in that game, and they're just going to have to ride the wave because Brunson's going to go off. He can score damn near 15 points by himself and put the team on the back. So, but I just believe our bench,
which he has shown before.
Exactly. I just think our bench is a little more better than the Knicks bench, and that will be the point to where we will, if the bench is scoring. But I believe the bench will help us.
So let me ask you, gentlemen, this question.
Sure.
Do you think this particular series here between these two, do you think this will be old school Eastern Conference basketball, as in tough defense and low scoring, like it used to be back in the day of Eastern Conference basketball?
Floor is yours, Duke. You got it first.
No, because the NBA won't let it be that way. It will. Tibbs, as much as Tibbs is going to try, it will never be that way.
So you said they want offense. They want offense where they want defense.
Yeah, this is going to be high scoring. This is going to easily hit the 110 to 120 thing. You might get one game in there where it's maybe just in the hundreds, but it's gonna be high scoring. That's how the NBA is. But yeah, it's the way of the NBA. I'll give you 1 or 2 games, 100, maybe low hundreds and everything. Other than that, mid 110, 120s.
I would say more yes. More the fact of the matter for the feel of it. This might give you that old school Miami Heat, New York Knicks playoffs kind of feel. It's going to be scoring. Don't get me wrong, because there's too much dynamics on both sides of the court that you're not going to. There's scores on both teams. You might have that one game to like. I think we might get it one game to where 90 points might be a W. Just the one game. I don't know when that game will happen, but you might get one game to where both defenses might try to show up, and it's going to be crunch time. But it'll give us a little feel of the old school. Ain't nothing gonna replicate the old school dub. We're not gonna get that again. I mean, we might have flashes, but I don't think we're gonna get that good old. Yeah, it'll be passion, but I don't think you're gonna get that old school Bulls, Knicks, Miami Heat, Knicks. Grandmama style with that. I don't think we're gonna get. I think we were blessed with that, and that's where it's gonna be. But we might have we might have a couple of flashes of it. But back in those times, hell, 80 points damn near won you a game. But I don't think we're there yet. I don't think we're there yet. We're almost there, but we're not there.
And have fans there. Philly is going to travel to the Garden.
Oh, because it's not that far.
Get drawn out.
It's not far. You're gonna have a mixed crowd. You're gonna have a mixed crowd, and don't let Philly on the run. And you will definitely know the Philly fans are up in there, and that's what I love about this matchup so well. Because guess
what?
You're
gonna have that passion.
Yeah, because the New York fans are gonna travel to Philly. This is almost like it's like Duke in North Carolina.
Eagles Giants.
Per se.
Eagles Giants.
Exactly. You are going to get Duke, and you're absolutely right. This might be the most passionate series in the first round, just from the fan base perspective. And Philly fans travel well. The Knickerbockers fans travel well. Hell, my dad might have a little feeling this, even though he's a Patrick Ewing fan. But I think that Negro is a slightly New York Knicks fan undercoverly. And just to spite me, he might root for the Knicks.
Well, I would love. Like
I said, that passion will go onto the court, and the players are going to play harder for that, and that's what you're going to see. The passion is going to be
see Kevin Hart and Spike Lee go back and forth.
Yes, and that's why I say that the New York fans will kind of keep the Knicks in it because of the passion, because the Mecca's going to be loud. You're gonna hear those fans all the way up in the Raptors. That's just and as a sports fan, ain't nothing great than the New York being in the playoffs. That as a fan, you love to see that atmosphere, because it's certain teams that play that you're like, they need to be in the playoffs because of what they draw. The Knicks are one of those teams. They are one of the teams just for the simple fact of the matter, that fan base, that arena, it's legendary. I mean, hell, John Starks, Allen Houston, Patrick Ewing, Oakley, Mason.
Bernard King.
Exactly. We've been spoiled and blessed to see the Mecca at its highest. So to see them back in there and the fan base is happy with their team. It's a difference when the Knicks used to make the playoffs and they're like, well, we're just about to get our asses whipped. This fan base is very pleased with their team and where they're going right now.
They have embraced Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is already
as they should.
Jalen Brunson is already an all-time Knick.
Yeah, he can walk around New York and not pay for shit.
Yeah,
straight up.
All right,
straight up.
Moving on to the last game on the Saturday slate. It is going to be tough for the Los Angeles Lakers because all you just did is rematch of last year's conference finals, to which the Nuggets did sweep the Lakers 4-0. Of course, I'm pretty sure Mr. Jokic is dreaming of another triple-double and might average one for the whole entire series. Steve, can the Lakers or will the Lakers get one?
No, let me first say this. Jokic ain't dreaming about no damn triple-double. Jokic is thinking about his damn horses, and then he'll just walk on the court and just do some la di da. Let me just go to work and then do a triple double. Oh, okay. Take my hard ass off. Let me get back to my damn
100%.
horses. This man,
100%.
this man really,
That is facts.
this man really just. This man really goes to the court like it's just like it's a damn job. Like I'm a garbage man. Let me go take the garbage and just average a triple double and then keep it moving. Like I don't care about this. I mean, most people are professing this really is a job to him. He just like, oh, this is my money to get my horses out. To answer your question, I am going to be nice to AD and the Lakers and feel like they have some pride. I will give them 2 games just for the hell of it. It's Nuggets in 6. I know the Nuggets have beaten them 8 straight, and they probably should probably whoop them. Yeah, I'm being real. I'm being real generous. You know what? I'm gonna respect LeBron and AD. I'm gonna give them 2, one game each. Not saying a lot for AD.
So that means you say they taking one in Denver. Then
he's a real one. No, I'm saying they get to win 2 at home.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hey, Denver gets to enjoy that LA sunshine a little too much. And then remember, hey, yeah, you come up here with this high altitude and we take care of it. Hey, you got to remember, Denver is just coming out that cold winter. That sun hasn't hit them yet. Those players are gonna go to that beach. They gonna enjoy that 80-degree weather and like, oh shit, all right.
So you say it's gonna go
back at home and keep it going.
So Denver gets 2, LA gets 2. That's how
Denver.
So to go 1-1.
I'm being nice. It probably should be. I'm being nice. It probably should be Denver in 5, but I'm just giving the Lakers. I'm just giving them. That's all I'm doing. It's probably Denver in 5, but I'm giving Lakers some hope. I'll say Jerry West, the inner Lakers will bless them with something.
Well,
they ain't got that wolf in them. They ain't got not all the Lakers. I'll give LeBron. LeBron got that wolf in him. The rest of them still got dogs in them. So, that's all we got.
Well, the hater in me says 4-0, but the basketball mind and what I look at, I'll say it'll be a gentleman sweep. It'll be 4-1.
I would love nothing more. Nothing would bring me greater joy than to see the Lakers get swept again for a second consecutive season. That would be my ode to joy.
Oh, I'll be happy.
However, I'm like Mizzle. I think they'll get 1 because the Lakers cannot stop the pick and roll 2-man game of Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. They just can't.
Yep.
And then if
no one can,
that's true too. That's true too. And
Big facts.
If Porter and Gordon and Jokic are cleaning up on the offensive glass,
which they will,
Lakers have no chance. And again, I'm not saying that as being a Laker hater because Lord knows I can't stand that franchise. I'm just because here's the problem with the Lakers. Okay. Yes, AD, if he doesn't tear up his vaginal area, you know what he can do.
Pass him to Sherman.
Indeed. As much as he gets on my nerves, when LeBron can turn it on, LeBron can turn it on. We all know this. We've seen this. But can I get consistency from Austin Reeves? Can I get consistency from D'Angelo Russell? Can I get consistency from Hachimura? Okay. Spencer Dinwiddie, where the hell have you been? Where have you
Talked all that crap when he got picked up by him, and ain't heard shit from him.
Where have you been?
Yep.
Okay. Gabe Vincent, where have you been? Haven't seen you. I just don't think the Lakers have enough. I will say the champions in defense of the title will do it in 5. Which now turns us to our Sunday slate of games. Our Sunday slate, we'll just do the 2 rounds the 2 matchups that we do know. Bucks, Pacers, And Giannis, we don't know how long Giannis is going to be out. And
It don't matter. Doc Rivers is their coach. Pacers in 6.
Oh, he's going Indiana.
That's what I was.
Pacers in 6.
This is another one where the Bucks have more talent, but you
Giannis, Doc Rivers. Just say it, Dugan. Doc Rivers.
No, it's not even Doc. I mean, Middleton, you haven't been really good. Dame, I don't know what happened.
He didn't want to get traded out of Portland.
I mean, I hate to say it, and I understand why Milwaukee did it. You lost the heart and soul of your team when you lost
Drew Holiday. And you let him go to the fucking Celtics of all teams. Fuck.
Well, no, they had no control. They had no control of that one. I mean, you try to do everything, but you're right, Doc. I ain't got no faith in Doc. So, and then this is gonna be 1980s Denver run and gun, Phoenix Sun 2000, early 2000 run and gun. Who could get to 150 quicker? And since Indiana's a lot faster than you are, Milwaukee, they will probably get to 150. Hell, I might even see a 180. This might be the NBA All-Star game again. Shit, that's all this is going to be. So, yeah, I'll give this to Indiana in 6. It's sad because, yeah, Giannis, you should be able to do anything, but Brook Lopez ain't going to be catching up with those boys. Nope. Dame ain't going to be catching up with those boys. Middleton ain't catching up with those boys. Bobby Portis ain't catching up with those boys. The only thing that's going to stop Indiana is Halliburton and his injury. It's lagging. He ain't been the same. But if that comes back and it slows him down, that's it. But I hate to say it's weird that I'm picking Indiana over Milwaukee, but it's run and gun time. We got K-Shoot from the Buffalo Bills days going.
Well, when the Bucks came into the playoffs limping and leaking oil, it's kind of and it's not even. I wouldn't say that it was towards the end of the season. The moment Doc Rivers took over, they started leaking oil. So
Indianapolis 500. The speedway is right there. All we got to do is take left turns. Running Days of Thunder.
And if you cross that
Days of Thunder, Tom Cruise coming.
And if you cross that finish line of the Indy 500, you get to drink that championship milk.
That's it for them.
If there is an upset to happen in the first round, this is probably where the upset would come in at. Just because, again, the Bucks are leaking oil, and I know he's not at his full peak, but I really am looking forward to seeing Tyrese Halliburton in the playoffs.
Yes.
I'm going to pick the Pacers in 6 to
seems like we all agree on this one.
Well, because again, you don't know how long Giannis is going to be out, and again, can your supporting cast show up? All right, so the last known matchup for the first round on Sunday, because we don't know who's going to win between the Kings and Pelicans and the Bulls and Heat, so we won't preview those particular games yet. But 4 or 5 matchup. The former playoff run under the Los Angeles name before they officially become the Inglewood Clippers in 24-25. The LA Clippers taking on the Dallas Mavericks. And that means Luka Doncic in a playoff series.
Steve, you got this one. I'm undecided.
Kyrie, because I
don't know about this one. This one's yours, Steve.
I don't. Here's the reason why I can't. Once again, Clippers one of the most talented teams, but is Kawhi going to be able to play? Is Paul George going to be able to play? Is Westbrook going to be in there? I know if Westbrook can play, he's going to be good, but that team is centered around Kawhi, and we all, as much as I love Kawhi, are you going to be there? Your team is set up, and you're too deep on everything, yet you're always injured or something else. Luka is going to try to score 40 on you, and Kyrie is going to dance around, and Lord knows I do not want to support Kyrie, but They got the bigs. They got this. I am going to say Dallas in 6. It should be the Clippers, but I don't trust them. Early in the year, they went on that run. They were 2 seeds. They were looking good. You're hanging your hat on Paul George, another soft muscle tissues or something like that. I'll give Paul George when he's hurt, he's hurt. If he's not, he's playing. But Kawhi every other day. You're also playing on the Brandon Roy knees, which is admitted. And yeah, Dallas in 6. I don't want Kyrie to win.
Mavs in 6. Luka averages a triple-double throughout the whole series.
Yeah, Mavs in 6. Just too much Luka and Kyrie for this. And I think Anthony and I think Tim Hardaway. I think Tim Hardaway Jr. to be the X factor, and he'll have a good series.
You're not wrong on that. You're not wrong. Well, gentlemen, we have covered a lot in these 2 hours and 6 minutes of the Mizzle and Dub Show on the
beautiful
187 of the undercover talk.
Should have brought out pistols on this one.
Right. Well,
matter of fact, I should have found DeAndre's beat to where he got the guns butt going off in that one.
But nonetheless, well, wait a minute. Hold on. Before we do say so long for now, real quickly, recap of Major League Baseball on today. Earlier today in baseball, the Giants took the series in Miami against the Marlins 3-1. The A's win in home against the Cardinals 6-3. Cubs beat the Diamondbacks 5-3. Orioles beat the Twins 4-2. Mets continue to play good baseball. They take the series against the Pirates 9-1. As Milwaukee shuts out the Padres 1-0. Rangers beat the Tigers 5-4. Steve's beloved Atlanta Braves win and take the series against the Astros in 10-5.
Didn't Acuna go yard?
I think he did. Yes, he did. Royals beat the White Sox in the first game of the doubleheader, 4-2, and the White Sox won the second game, 2-1. Yankees take the series in Toronto against the Blue Jays, 6-4. Mariners beat the Reds 5-1. Rockies lose to the Phillies 7-6. Angels beat the Rays 5-4. Red Sox shut out the Guardians 2-0. And thank you, Washington Nationals. They shut out the Dodgers 2-0. And that is your recap for Major League Baseball. And now I'm trying to see if there is any NFL news.
None. I don't think we got none on that. Oh, well, besides we talked about J.K. Dobbins signing with Inglewood.
Yes. Or the fact that Robert Kraft.
I'm going to say.
Cock blocking.
The hateration is real.
So Robert Kraft telling Arthur Blank, don't hire the hoodie.
Allegedly.
No, Robert Kraft came out and said it. No. Robert Kraft said out the horse's mouth himself. He said that. So there's no allegedly or nothing. Robert Kraft came out and said that he said that. So there it is. The hateration is real.
What?
Damn.
I mean, it is what it is. And
I'll channel my inner Legion of Doom Hawk.
I'll say it like this. I hurt for the fans of the Arizona Cardinals, as it looks like tonight or last night, they win. There would possibly could be their final game as the Arizona Coyotes, 5-2 over the Edmonton Oilers.
Okay, you said Cardinals at first. So I thought we were talking about baseball.
He did say Cardinals, but he
clicked up very well without letting the people know what he was talking about. But okay, so we're on the hockey subjects, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, I meant the Arizona Coyotes, who, of course,
Utah.
It has appeared that they're heading to Salt Lake City and becoming the Utah Cardinals There's a lot of fans, obviously the diehard fans that
I
have
thought they
gone
were the
there.
Stings. I thought they were the Stings.
I
Not
see
the
your arm back
Cardinals.
there. Hi, arm.
Yes, the arm
that's
is
mine.
there. Oh, that's your arm. Okay.
That's mine. That's
Oh, okay.
mine.
That's your arm back there.
Yeah,
But
that's
it
my
just-
arm. Stretch it.
But it just all signs just seems to be that the city of Salt Lake will be getting the Arizona Coyotes, and they will become the Utah Coyotes.
Wow.
As I mean, it's
No, I don't think it's the Coyotes. There's like a bunch of names that they're trying to do. It's not going to be the
really
Coyotes.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
Oh, so they're rebranding.
they're rebranding. Okay,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they were
I heard
they were the original Winnipeg Jets. So I mean, there it is. But they got to cheer their team one last time. The people of Arizona are hopeful that they can get another team within 5 years. And I mean, really, the whole arena issue has been with them since they came to Arizona in the 95-96 season. Of course, they started at the old America West Arena, now known as the Footprint Center, of course, in downtown Phoenix. Then they moved to Glendale. It used to be Jobbing.com Arena. Now they're playing, in a sense, in a small arena in Tempe, Arizona. They were trying to get fundings for a new stadium, but of course, as you know, if you ask taxpayers to build a stadium using public money, they're going to tell you, screw you, get the hell out of here. Trust us.
Well, hence the reason why my team plays in Vegas right now.
People from California. I was like, from people that live in California.
Yes.
Trust we ain't paying for it.
Us Californians set the standard when we told y'all, get the fuck out of here.
Like I said, hence the reason why that my Raiders are in Vegas. Hence the reason why the A's are about to move to Vegas.
Hence the reason why the dang 49ers became the Santa Clara 49ers.
Yeah.
Well, they're still in the state of California.
True, but
so yeah, it's still there's somebody in the state of California paying for that stadium.
Yeah. Yes, the city of Santa Clara and their public funding that they put in there like idiots.
And they're still in the state of California. Just want to throw that out there.
They are.
That's right. Don't worry. The A's are making a slight detour towards Sacramento, and Sacramento
which makes this Giants fan even happier because I don't have to travel all the way to the city to see him. I can just go right to Sacramento, right there, 25 minutes.
Well, you know the funny thing is, could Vivek Randonde?
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Wait, I got a question because y'all are more baseball fans than I am. Wasn't the River Cats the Giants AAA team?
No, they were the A's affiliate before the Giants bought them out. So the River Cats were the A's AAA team, but for some odd reason, I don't know why the A's didn't want them no more, and the Giants were like, "Okay, we'll take it. Thank you." But my question is why? Go ahead, Diggy.
So once again, since it's now the Giants affiliate, how you gonna let the A's come up in there and pay? Unless, hey, the answers to all my question is money.
It's almost I believe it's the Giants. It's the Giants actually kind of helping out the A's because remember that the Giants were supposed to leave San Francisco, but the A's helped them out with certain things with their minor league and stuff like that.
When Walter Haas bought the A's, he gave San Jose to the Giants, and that's why the San Jose Giants exist as the single A affiliate of the Giants. And when the A's were trying, or when the MLB was trying to get the A's to possibly move to San Jose, the Giants were like, not giving you our territorial rights to San Jose. Otherwise, they would have been the San Jose A's. And then, of course, they could have been the Fremont A's because they had plans for Cisco Field to be built in Fremont, but then that fell through.
Well, they could have did the Howard tournament.
Should have did that 20 years earlier. But again, we know John Fisher was cheap, just like Lou Wolf was cheap, and basically spitting on the legacy of the Haas family.
Sad for the city of Oakland.
Yeah.
Not only are they losing sports teams, they're losing restaurants. That city's about to be fucked.
Oakland went from having a football, baseball, basketball team to cricket.
Well, here's the thing.
Ghost Town.
But here's
Ghost
the thing.
Town.
When Joe Lacob bought the Warriors, he said, "I'm moving."
We knew that the Warriors were going to Frisco.
Yeah,
we knew that.
They were going back to the city. So
that was acceptable.
Yeah, that wasn't as heartbreaking of a deal as the Raiders leaving Oakland again for the second time, and now possibly the A's leaving. But however, the River Cats are owned by the Kings, which a lot of people don't know that. Which means Vivek Randande, the owner of the Kings, owns Southern Medical Park. Yes. Now, there's possible speculations that Vivek might try to buy the team off from Mr. Fisher and perhaps keep the team in Sacramento. I mean, I don't know how much of that is true, but there's people out there speculating and thinking that possibly could happen. Because
the taxpayers ain't paying for that shit, bro. He can have all the money in the world. They're coming. Hey, Dylan, thank you again for taking on another responsibility from a California-based team. Thank you. We appreciate that. Californians appreciate it.
But I was like, not with that stadium getting built in Las Vegas. They ain't moved. Hell no.
No, but my thing is, Vivek has money.
So he has done. That's what he has done.
Yeah, he can build a Sacramento baseball stadium if he chooses to, but that would also suck because now, if the A's make Sacramento their permanent home, then you black out the Giants, which would freaking suck.
Well, well, not for me because I have ways.
Well, not for you, but for everybody else that doesn't have.
But guess what? I'll be happy.
I know.
That shit to me.
Yeah.
A day game on one of my off days, just have to travel 20, 25 minutes to go watch my beloved Giants take on the A's. Come on now. I mean, I would love to go to the big phone booth, but if I can avoid that travel just to see my team, I'll take it.
Avoid that commute, avoid that traffic. Absolutely. I mean, you would be dumb enough not to do it.
And the tickets will probably be cheaper too.
You're not wrong.
Which you know what? Next season, I probably need to look into getting some form of a package because it's gonna get wild to go try to see the Giants at that minor league baseball park because it's not that big.
It only seats 14,000.
And then the Giants fans are gonna help sell that out. We already do that. We already do that right now as they've been an affiliate.
The grass is going to be full when the A's and Giants get together at Southern Medical Park, aka Ray.
Well, hell, and to tell you the truth, I might still go there just to watch a baseball game because let's be real, the A's are going to suck and the tickets are going to be cheap. I will be there.
And hopefully the beer's cheap too.
Oh, well, no. I've been there to watch the minor league. The beer is just the same as a regular season game. It might be extra.
Wow.
Yeah, it's because it's a minor league stadium. Don't mean shit cheaper. No. It's still an MLB affiliate.
No.
We need our money.
No. Trust me, I know because I go to Aviators games all the time, and I'm like,
oh well,
if I'm paying this for this, you better be the greatest of all time.
Right. Well, my wife loves going to watch the River Cats, and especially in the 4th of July when it's the fireworks.
Especially fireworks.
I've spent many time up in Rayleigh Field, so I am looking forward to the Giants coming to Rayleigh Field.
Well, all right, folks. We have given you almost 2 hours and 20 minutes of content where we have talked about the play-in game, talked about some of these NBA matchups. Friend, family, brother of the program, our NBA basketball insider, the Tar Heel himself, the great Mr. Steve Dugan, for coming in, giving us his.
Hey, you know what? That's the only thing me and Dugan agree on is a damn college basketball team. Ain't that something?
And your hatred for the Duke Blue Devils.
Fuck Duke.
Well, that comes with being a Tar Heel, so that equals a 1.
You're not wrong. Well, no, there's two things. Tar Heels and Michael Jeffrey Jordan, but again, he's a Tar Heel too, so that goes hand in hand. So there you go. But nonetheless, our sincere thanks as always to Steve Dugan. Of course, the door is always open. You already know this. Enjoy Friday's play-in matchups between the Heat and the Bulls, and the Kings taking on the Zionless Pelicans.
Lucky
in
son
New
bitches.
Orleans in the Cajun. But nonetheless, for Steve, for Mizzle, Double A, or my name, Mr. Dub Cosell, in honor of Dad. Hopefully Dad enjoys seeing that name tonight. We thank you for watching, and as always, it is 5 o'clock some damn water as Zordox-san takes us off. You have been watching the 187 of the Mizzle and Dub Show.
Indeed. Big shout out to my pit bull that, again,
Chino.
the rest of this month is gonna be RIP Chino, man. Dog's man's best friend. Man best friend. Can't take that away. He was a good dog.
You guys enjoy your Thick Thighs Thursday. Take care of yourself and each other. And remember, don't drink and drive because your life.
I'm kind of glad you said that to two married men on the show.
Well, you both have y'all both have thick thighs to be wrapped around. So God bless the both of you.
I'll take that. As Zordox-san takes us out, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the Mizzle and Dub Show. And Steve, thank you again. And you know you're always welcome, my brother.
Door's always open.
I'll see y'all next time.